He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.
Hello everyone and welcome to Armstrong Entertainment. This is Chad here and I saw the movie The Girl on the Train. Now obviously I read this book as soon as it came out because people were going apeshit crazy for this book. And I just remember thinking, oh man, I gotta get out, jump on that bandwagon, I gotta read it right away. I remember reading the book and I figured out who the killer was within the last 100 pages. I had 100 pages to go and I already knew who the killer was. And I'm not really that smart, so if I can figure it out, anyone can figure it out. I just remember reading this book thinking it was like a poor man's Gone Girl. It wasn't nearly as interesting. It was just nothing new. Like there was nothing about it that I was like, oh, that's interesting, that's cool, that's different. I think my favorite part is the lead character, Rachel. She's like an alcoholic who forgets things, and I just loved her character and how she was like, not your likely hero. This movie stars Emily Blunt as Rachel, and according to my book review in my book, I suggested Renee Zellweger. Haley Bennett is also in this movie, Justin Theroux, Luke Evans. So this movie stars a young woman named Rachel who has been recently divorced, and she's an alcoholic. She's like a mess. She's got all these problems, and she's riding to and from work on this train, and she's just drinking and basically just spying on her neighbors that used to live 2 doors down from her. And one day she realizes that the young woman, she's missing and nobody can find her, and she gets entangled in the case, and she's got some information from all of her spying. Now this movie the story reminds me of like an old Alfred Hitchcock movie. If this movie would have been made 50 years ago by Hitchcock, I probably would have been obsessed with it and loved it. But being that it was made in 2016, I feel like I've heard this story 100 times. The only difference is the protagonist is like an alcoholic woman, which is interesting. That's the only thing about this movie that I really like in the book was the protagonist being just like a mess and an alcoholic. It's a great role to play. I thought Emily Blunt did an amazing job. I thought, wow, she put on some weight for this film, but she's actually just pregnant. This girl, Haley Bennett, she was in The Magnificent Seven, and she blew me away in that movie. I love her. She's amazing. And she's really good in this movie as well. The whole cast is superb. All the actors are great. It's just the story that's a little boring and not that thrilling. It's supposed to be a thriller, but I wasn't that thrilled. I honestly just wish there was like some Hitchcockian twist that would have happened. There was a few little twists, but not enough. It was just kind of like you kind of saw it coming. So overall, I thought the story was a little bland and boring, just like the book. But I thought the acting really compensated for the lack of interesting story. Overall, it's a good movie. I'm not going to go ranting and raving about it, but I thought the actors did incredible jobs. I think Emily Blunt might get nominated for like a Golden Globe. I'd be a little surprised if she got nominated for an Oscar, but you never know. Crazier things have happened. So it's called The Girl on the Train, and it is playing in a theater near you. Until next time.
He'll watch a movie, then he'll tell you all about it. It's the Armstrong Entertainment Show.